Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly, we highlight the 45th class of the Elon Sports Hall of Fame, and we sit down with each inductee to hear about their road into the Hall of Fame. All that next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Rajat Argawal. Thanks for joining us on your ESPN2 local sports break. Now this is our annual Hall of Fame edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. In 1972, the first class was inducted into the Elon Sports Hall of Fame, and since then the club has grown into over 200 members. Here's a look at what it takes to get into the Hall of Fame. You must have completed at least 2 full seasons at Elon, been truly outstanding, been of good character, and at least 10 years must have passed since the last year of intercollegiate competition. This year's class features 5 outstanding individuals: softball player Danielle Concepcion, volleyball player Debbie Hall, baseball player Brian Ingram, women's soccer player Ginger Stalcup DeCarlo, and athletics administrator Kyle Wills. Although she did not play in the brand new Hunt Softball Park, Danielle Concepcion was a huge asset for the Elon softball program and loved her 4 years in the maroon and gold. Take a look.
Over her 4 years at Elon, Dani Concepcion played in a team record of 221 softball matches and also retired as a multi-all-conference performer. 10 years later, Dani still holds the single-season record in doubles with 20 and is proud to be inducted into the 45th class of Elon Sports Hall of Fame.
Being a part of the elite group that gets to be inducted into the Elon University Hall of Fame is unreal, and it's awesome, and this whole day has been very, very bittersweet.
While visiting Elon for the ceremony, Dani took a tour of our athletic facilities and was amazed to see how much this school has grown.
So East Field used to be just this field with no lights, and it was more like a rec field, and now I drive to a softball stadium. We have a stadium, and it's got lights and it's got facilities, and so that to me is it makes me feel like I helped build that as a foundation and get to that level.
After watching this year's softball players on the field, Dani reminisced about a touching memory of her time on the team.
I had stayed up all night in the McEwen editing lab, the dungeon, and putting together this tribute highlight video for the seniors. So as we pulled away to go to the conference tournament, I ended up playing the video on the bus, and it was emotional, and it was like closing the door, and that was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
As to how she's keeping busy,
so working out, surfing, golfing, going to work.
In return for being inducted, Dani donated a piece of her softball memorabilia.
It's pretty much the same as my old skater shoes, my old Vans. They turned into rubber cleats, and those rubber cleats turned into metal spikes. So I'm giving them back, and I hope they're not too dirty. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my maroon heart. Long live Elon.
Danielle can't wait to see what's next for Elon Athletics. Another star on another diamond was Elon Baseball's Brian Ingram. During his 4 years at Latham Park, Ingram's individual accolades were second to none, such as becoming the first player on the team to win the Triple Crown. But his favorite memory was helping the team qualify for their first ever at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. Take a look.
It's truly an honor to be selected as one of the elite individuals into the Hall of Fame. It's something very special, and my family is very proud of me. My most memorable moment is, of course, receiving an at-large bid in 2002 to the Clemson Regional. We were sitting in the locker room. I was drinking a Code Red and Mountain Dew, Elon's name appeared on the board, I don't know, that Mountain Dew spilled everywhere. I didn't know what happened to it. Pandemonium in the locker room. We were ecstatic, and I'll just will never forget that moment. And it was like moments like those that, you know, I feel that I'll never forget, and it was worth every second of it. After I graduated in 2003, I got drafted by the Oakland A's in the 12th round of the MLB draft. Played one season in Vancouver, Canada, and one season in Kane County, which is just south of Chicago. Holding records are great, but at the end of the day, I'm still me. I don't feel like I should be, you know, on a pedestal or anything. I'm just Brian Ingram. I came and I worked hard, and I did my best.
Ingram was thrilled to be back on campus and in awe at how much the campus has grown. Coming up, we continue our Hall of Fame spotlights with that women's soccer legend from the 1990s who learned to give her all on and off the field. Plus an inductee who has made his presence felt for over 50 years at Elon. We'll take a look at that next on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements, both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success. Help sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break. Kyle Wills has never missed an Elon football game in more than 40 years, but his contributions to Elon go far beyond being a fan of the Phoenix. Let's take a look at the 2015 Hall of Fame inductee Kyle Wills' career.
Kyle Wills enters Elon's Sports Hall of Fame, having been a part of Elon's community for more than 40 years. His impact on Elon Athletics has been invaluable and continues to this day.
For me, it's a little unique. This is my 45th year on this campus, 35 years working, been here a long time, walked on this campus as a child.
Kyle came to Elon at age 12 when his father started working as Elon's first athletic trainer. He went on to attend Elon College and served as the head equipment manager for the football team that collected 4 conference titles, as well as winning the 1980 NAIA title.
They all had a lot of success, there's no doubt about it. And those guys from that era did not like to lose. They were going to fight you to the bitter end, and they were very talented, and they worked very hard, and it was a lot of fun. That was a great ride to be on, to be honest with you.
In 1981, Kyle graduated and was immediately hired to supervise Elon's athletic facilities.
From a guy who came here as a kid, Elon has changed. It's a constant change. Facilities change. We have come a long ways from the NAIA days of athletics.
Over the years, Kyle continued to work hard and rise. He assumed various roles from business manager to assistant athletic director, before being promoted to his current role as senior associate athletic director.
I used to kid the older folks in the department that they're the old guys, and all of a sudden I turn around and I'm the old guy in the department.
Kyle has seen Elon elevate from the NAIA to NCAA Division I, and has been with Elon through the transition of 5 athletic conferences.
Doesn't make it any different. The football field's the same size, the basketball court's the same size, and we had great players back then as well. We just do things at a nicer pace, maybe in a better way than we did back in those days. But you know, times have changed, and all for the good. You got to keep up with the Joneses, and I think that's what we've done real well here.
Being at Elon for so many years, Kyle only has one idea where Elon is headed.
It's Elon. I can tell you where we're headed: forward. It's always forward. A lot of friends come back and this place changes. They used to say last year it didn't look like it. Well, now lately, it's last month, it didn't look like that.
Looking back at his career, Kyle's thankful for the friends and memories he has had.
It's been a 45-year train ride, and you hope the people that got on the train with you, you left an impact, and you made their life better, and they moved on, and they had good memories, and they remember the times that they were here and the times we all spent together. How much of a better legacy can you leave than that they remember it and they had a joyful time at Elon.
Congratulations to Kyle on his long and storied career that continues at Elon today. Though it is common for an athlete to play more than one sport in high school, that is extremely uncommon in college athletics. Debbie Hall was one such athlete, and as versatile as they come during her time in the maroon and gold.
Two-sport college athletes are becoming less and less common in today's world of NCAA sports. Elon inducted one of its own two-sport athletes into the Hall of Fame last month. Volleyball and softball standout, Debbie Hall. Having graduated Elon in 1996, Debbie felt a feeling of nervous excitement when she got the call to tell her of the induction.
That's truly an amazing feeling. When I got the call from Clay Hazard, really excited and nervous because I had to give a speech, but I was just really honored.
Growing up in Burlington, Hall never thought she'd attend EU. That was until Elon coach Sue Leonard came knocking.
Coach Sue Leonard, she coached volleyball and softball at Elon while I was here, so she found me here locally playing in Burlington and recruited me pretty heavily for volleyball and softball because I really never thought I would go to Elon.
And though more comfortable off the field attending college in her hometown, Debbie did need to adjust on the field to the college game.
I played slow pitch in high school, so I had to make the transition to fast pitch in college, which was a little challenging, but my main sport was volleyball, but I'm glad I got to play both.
During her time at Elon, Hall compiled numerous records in volleyball, including #1 rankings for single-season kills with 662 and career digs with 2,036.
It was a little bit different games back then, the formats, but yeah, it's great to still have some records up there.
Following graduation, Debbie decided to stay in the area, living and working just a few miles from her alma mater. Living so close means that Hall can still attend home games, an experience that leaves her amazed at those who carry on her legacy.
I get back to some volleyball matches every so often, and it's just amazing to see how awesome those girls are.
Debbie Hall says she was blown away by how much Elon Athletics has grown since her graduation. Coming up, our last inductee into the 2015 Hall of Fame, and a look back on a memorable men's basketball season in the 1950s.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our Maroons. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the Maroon life.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements, both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the Maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success, helps sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics, while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students in the School of Communications in association with dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics. Pre-game meals and off-season workouts. Small things that women's soccer player Ginger Stalkup DeCarlo remembers from her playing days at Elon. But it was her goal line diving saves that sealed her a place in Elon history.
It is amazing. We have had the best time coming down here and seeing the school. I'm so proud of the school and where it's come, and I opened the boxes of other Hall of Famers, and to look at it now and consider myself part of that group is amazing. I mean, we were wild on this school. We wore bows in our hair, which I cannot believe I ever did. Fun things, we went around in a van. One of the older kids on our team had to drive. Lots of times we'd get stuck, so we'd all get out and push. I mean, everything we did was fun. I mean, we played together, we hung out together, we ate together. I mean, we just had a wonderful time. I am blown away by all the changes. I mean, it is amazing. We went into the locker room for the women's team and it was twice as big as anything I ever saw. The fields are beautiful. I mean, everything is just so impressive. We did have it good when we were here, but coming back and seeing the changes is amazing. All right, well, I left Elon and I went to work at a small startup company called UUNet. I got married to Michael DiCarlo. I have 2 children, my son Dylan, who's just turned 8, and my daughter Katie, who's now 6. I'm so proud of my time here. There were so many good people who came before me and were basically the rock. I'm very proud to go down in the legacy at Elon. I'm very proud of this school and this institution for making me who I am, and it's very exciting to come back and see my name, and it's so cool when my kid looks up on the wall and says, "That's your name, Mommy?" And I said, "Yeah, it is."
Congratulations to Ginger on her induction into the Hall of Fame. Now for today's look into Elon sports history, the 1956 men's basketball team rewrote the Elon record book. We finish off this week by looking back on their road to their second ever NAIA tournament berth.
This week in Elon sports history, we look back at the record-setting 1956 basketball team. Under coach Don Mathis, the Fighting Christians tied a school record with 25 wins, on the way to just their second NAIA tournament berth. The return of veterans from the service, including Dee Atkinson and co-captain Ben Kendall, helped spark the success of the team. Atkinson led the team in scoring with 521 points. Despite finishing 4th in the conference's regular season standings, the Fighting Christians won their first conference tournament championship in 9 years. In Dee Atkinson, Ben Kendall, and Ed Uritich, Elon placed 3 players on the all-tournament first team for the first time in tournament history. The Fighting Christians also set school records for scoring average, rebounds, and rebounding average. And that's all for this week's look at Elon sports history.
What a remarkable season that was. The 5 new inductees in this year's class will join an already impressive group of Hall of Famers who have dedicated countless hours for Elon. Take a look at the achievements compiled by this year's new class. First up is women's softball player Danielle Concepcion. She set a team record during her years in the Maroon and Gold with 221 games played. She also set the single season record for doubles with 20, and on top of that, she was a multi-all-conference player. On the other diamond was Elon Baseball's Brian Ingram. He had a number of accolades during his time in the Maroon and Gold, compiling 8 victories over top 25 opponents. He was a 3-time first-team All-Big South Conference honoree. He also helped Elon earn its first ever at-large bid to the NCAA Division I tournament, and on top of that, Ingram was the first Elon player to win the Team Triple Crown. Debbie Hall starred during her years at Elon with the volleyball team. She set a single-season record for kills with 662. She is also the all-time career digs leader with 2,036. She is second all-time in career aces with 170. Elon women's soccer Ginger Stalkup DiCarlo won the Bass Knight Outstanding Female Athlete Award in 1996. She was also the South Atlantic Conference Player of the Year, as well as All-Conference honoree in 1995. She was a National Soccer Coaches Association All-American and a second-team NCAA Division II All-American. Take a look at next week's special featuring our very own Elon Phoenix game faces. What motivates them to be the very best player they can be?
To me, put your game face on means it's time to man up.
I only see one goal, one objective.
It's time to play. It's time for me to show up and be clutch.
I have to kind of find some heart, passion.
I love competition.
The game gets really fun when you're dominant. Sometimes you just have to be tougher than the person in front of you. And so when you put your game face on, you know no one can beat you.
My name is Miles Williams.
Tuck fan.
Lakota Sidewan.
Alexander Dawson IV, and this is my game face.
If you missed anything or want to watch us again, check out youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly. You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable to watch us on demand. Visit elonphoenix.com for upcoming games and exciting successes for Elon Athletics. Make sure to tune in next time for another exciting edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. On behalf of the producers and crew here at the show, we hope you have a great weekend. For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Rajat Argawal. Live the Maroon life and go Phoenix.